Welcome back to the second in a series of video tutorials covering Half-Life 2 Capture the Flag 2.1. In this video tutorial, we're going to be covering all of the different weapons that come with the game, all the different tweaks and updates that we've made to the weapons for the mod. So let's get started by going into the training map to begin the overview. Okay, let's go over all the weapons that ship with the mod. Half-Life 2 Capture the Flag weapon set is got quite a few customizations, so we're going to cover those in detail here. Lots of details about the weapons are included in the README file that comes shipped with the mod, the readme.txt. Just to start out, point out that headshots are 200% the value of the weapon. Chest is only 50%, so it absorbs 50%. Only 50% of the damage, and then the stomach area is 100%, arms is 1.1%, so shooting someone in their little arm is 110, legs is only 0.8, it's 80% of the damage, so that you can rocket jump and so forth, and this also affects you firing on an enemy. So we have all the DM weapons, RPG, crossbow, shotgun, combine rifle, our own SMG, and the 357 and the pistol. Let's go ahead and start out with the pistol. This is obviously the altered pistol texture for the pistol, and the pistol crate and ammo box. Press E to open an ammo box. You don't have to stand there to load to get fresh ammo. Just want to point that out. You only get 8 shots. The pistol, let's just go ahead and start with the melee real quick. Melee is 25 damage for both crowbar and the stun stick. All your pistols are here on 2, so when you pick up a pistol, you'll be right there on 2. The pistol is 21 damage, which is quite a bit higher, I think, than the 18 damage on the original pistol, and only carries 8 shots. It's got a very tight pattern, very little spread or recoil. Secondary fire on this is zoom. This has been added in 2.1. As you can see, you get a pretty nice cluster of fire, especially in bursts. We really want to point that out. In the mod, we have got all of the recoil set so that if shot in bursts, if you're wondering why you're dying so much, it's because others are shooting in bursts and you're just spray and pray, and that's not very good in this mod. So let's go ahead and go over here to the 357. We haven't altered this very much. It's still 75 damage. This is the ammo crate, and that was the ammo box. It has 6 shots and a good kick. It's the same kick as DM and the same reload sequence time. So basically the secondary fire on this is also zoom, added in 2.1. You can see that you'll never end up back on your shot, with a headshot being 200% damage, with the mag at 75. Definitely going to take out anyone who doesn't have any suit. So make sure when you're you hear the 357, go find you some charge for your suit. Okay, the Alex gun comes default in your spawn. It's one of your spawn weapons. All here on 2. Again, all your pistols are here on 2, and it shares SMG ammo with the SMG. It uses the same ammo, so the ammo crate and ammo box are the same for the Alex gun. The Alex gun is the weakest. Obviously, this is a default weapon. It's only 11 damage per shot. It has a slight spread, but still shoots pretty accurately in bursts. Secondary is the SMG mode, which is also relatively tight up close. Further away you get, the more spread you get. It's not a spray and pray weapon, obviously. You're not going to get very many hits on a spray and pray, but in bursts it does a little bit better, not by much, but on close range, in bursts, you're going to land a lot more shots. Okay, let's go ahead and go with the SMG and the SMG grenades here. And the spread on this, as you can see, you can already see even up close, the SMG has 16 damage, over 11 damage on the Alex gun. This is a slight upgrade, and definitely not a spray and pray. If you try relatively close distance, If you're tracking your enemy, you'll get some good hits, but in bursts, it'll do much better damage, or should I say tighter pattern, very little recoil. The secondary fire is for the SMG grenade, which the SMG grenade just flies until it hits something, and even up close, and can be used for rocket jumping, or should I say grenade jumping. Grenade jumping is all based on, as far as the damage that you take, is blast radius. Blast radius has been adjusted on the SMG. You can get good air. If I was in a more open area, you'd see it better, but you can get some good rocket jumping for escaping with the flag, and you can get about 3 or 4 good grenade jumps out of the SMG. So that tells you a little bit more about the SMG. R for reload. Like I said, it's not really a spray and pray. None of the SMGs are very tight for spray and pray. Now we've got the combine rifle, the common rifle that you're familiar with from DM. This is its ammo box in the rarely seen energy bolt box, or the secondary ammo box, and it's definitely not altered much at all. The AR2 is only an upgrade from this SMG to 18 damage per shot, and has the what you might call standard recoil and spread. Definitely not a spray and pray, but in bursts, you're going to hit a lot more. You're going to land a lot more shots if shot in bursts. So we really kind of put this on all of the SMGs. And by the way, the SMGs are here on 3, all your pistols on 2, SMGs on 3. Secondary fire is the energy ball, and we want to point out that if you've probably seen this before, Q or G for gravity gun, or you can hit gravity gun and then hit Q. If you can pull out your gravity gun very quickly, you can catch the ball. It is self-damaging, so it will kill you. But you can pick it up and then toss it back at someone, and they can grab it and toss it back, and it can go back and forth until it explodes. Real quickly, someone's trying to come clear out your room, and you grab it, you can just run off someplace and just let it expire, but who would want to do that when you could throw it back at them? It also does no damage to you when it explodes. When it finally times out, the energy ball will explode, but it doesn't do any damage. You can see I'm 100 health and suit and no damage. So that's how we've adjusted the pulse rifle, or the combine rifle, or the AR2, however you want to call it. Now this is the OICW, this old-fashioned weapon, supposedly. Basically, it has, similarly to the combine rifle, it's very tight up close, very damaging up close. The OICW does 20 damage over the 18 damage of the AR2, which also has the energy ball, of course. Though this does have the airburst grenades, and they're relatively rare in the map, but you can carry up to 5, as you can see in the lower left corner there. But the recoil on this is a little different than the combine rifle, in that it pulls back more, I guess, authentic recoil, and still not a very much of a spray and pray weapon. I find a clean wall here. You can see it keeps shooting upward, but the pattern's relatively tight. In bursts, it is definitely a lot more accurate. Even at a decent distance, you're going to land a lot more shots shot in bursts. So just spray and pray is going to get you that kick. So just recognize that it does have that back kick on it. The air burst is great for clearing out. It's a limited range weapon. It will blow up without hitting anything. See, it didn't hit anything there. And it can help to clear out slams, turrets, just long distance damage in general. It also produces a pretty good radius for jumping. 9351 there. If you hit the edge of the blast radius, you can get good air with it, and do some grenade jumping. Okay, so here we got the shotgun. I wanted to point out that there is no ammo crate for the OICW. It's the only one we don't have an ammo crate for other than the a sniper rifle. But it does have, if there's an OICW in the map, there'll be OIC ammo boxes. Okay, so for the here on 4 is your shotgun and crossbow, and we'll get to that here in a second. And the shotgun is a 11 damage per pellet and 7 on primary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pellets. So that's 77 damage if you can hit someone with all 7. So that's 77 damage. And secondary fire is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 110 damage. So it's obviously a finishing weapon. It's here at the top of 4 on purpose. If you're using the Alex gun as a default and you wore someone's suit off of them, or at least you estimate that you have, then you could wear their suit off and then just tap 4 and then finish with a secondary shot. The reload time is relatively long, obviously, for holds 8 shots. Then we've got the crossbow, and it's here on 4. Again, pistols, machine guns, or SMGs. And then your shotgun and your crossbow. And the crossbow, we've reduced the sound on it, just a little annoying. Got rid of the red bolt. Some people complained about that. We got this golden bolt. We thought that would be neat. And secondary is zoom. And as you can see, there is no arc on the crossbow. It shoots pretty straight. There is a lead time, obviously, for the distance shot. Obviously, the further you shoot away, the more you're going to have to estimate or lead your target. So that covers the crossbow. Now let's go ahead and go with the railgun, which also shares bolt ammo, and the bolt crate works for the railgun as well. The railgun has 120 damage and is a team-colored tracer, as you can see, and it also ricochets like the. You can also ricochet the crossbow bolt. And that's, you could possibly go around corners with that. The secondary fire is for a charge shot, which will charge from 120 up to 150. A full charge is 150 and also has a different color, so it doesn't give away your team, but you do have to wait for that charge. That was probably like maybe 130 or something like that. But you can see it's a red bolt. In Instagib, this is the default weapon for Instagib, and in Instagib it of course instantly kills. Secondary fire will kill multiple players, and in non-Instagib mode, just standard CTF and whatnot, a secondary fire, let's say this was a hallway or something, you could charge up, and if there was 2 or 3 guys coming down that hallway there, you can take out as many as depends on how low their health is. So, but it's 150 damage and red tracer on the bolt. Next we have the sniper rifle, which is also here on 4. Here's your shotgun, crossbow, and sniper rifle. And the sniper rifle shoots non-scoped, is pretty much off the mark, low, high, it's random. Zoomed, it has 2 levels of zoom, as fast as you can press the secondary fire. And you can see it has a laser tracer to show your team, to show who shot it, and it also leaves a mark of the color, so you can tell where that shot that just hit right above your head came from. One of the things that this is a single cartridge shot. You can see that you can carry up to 6, and firing it uses the entire cartridge, and this has been a big question about this. Basically, this gun can shoot through walls, and let's go ahead and demonstrate that now. You can shoot there, and you can see it shot through the wall, shoot through the glass, anything 16 units. Most doors are 16 units thick, so that's one of the reasons why we have the reload time after every shot on the sniper. It is the sniper rifle is 150 damage on one shot, obviously 150 damage. With the 200% headshot is probably a kill no matter how much. 100 health, 100 armor take you out. So anyway, that's the sniper rifle in short. And then here's the RPG, the RPG crate. Of course, there is no crate for the sniper rifle. And it starts out when you first pick it up in guided mode. and secondary fire is fire and forget. And the RPG grenade or rocket is 100 damage, and basically rocket jumping, depending on how you hit the edge. You can see I took off quite a bit of health there because I didn't hit the edge of the blast radius. You can get off about 3 good jumps. So if you're carrying the flag and have a RPG, you can make some good travel time there. There is secondary or guided. Either way, it performs the same. So you can see there I just barely get 2 jumps. If you hit it just right, you can get 3 full jumps, and the amount of ammo is 3, as you can see in the lower left on the HUD. Okay, next is the frag grenade and the frag grenade crate. All your explosive weapons are here on 5. Grenade, frag grenade, RPG, and slam. So this is also, you get a couple of these upon spawn. Primary fire with the obviously team colored tracer. Good distance, higher in the air the better. And then secondary is toss, for just tossing it under something or just making a real quick toss. The toss is also useful for cooking, which is we're going to cover in one of the tutorials here. Basically, just if you have the gravity gun out, you can then use Q to go between the two. So we're basically going to toss a grenade and then grab it immediately and then throw it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just secondary G and instantly pull it to you. Just, secondary fire pulls to you with the gravity gun, obviously. So that's how you basically cook a grenade, and you get I think 3 seconds. It's 4. And then there is also, if a grenade's being thrown at you from an enemy, you can pick it up and it will automatically turn to your color and you can throw it back at them. So that's kind of similar to the combine ball, where you can actually toss them back and forth and play catch until somebody blows up. You also, the timer is reset on the grenade every time it's picked up by the gravity gun, so you can pretty much, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but you can infinitely pick up a grenade. In fact, if a teammate had thrown a grenade into a bad spot and just, you wanted to pick it up and carry it someplace, you could do that. You can also grenade jump. It's pretty hard to do, but on some maps it's very helpful if you don't have any other type of grenades. So let's go ahead and go over here to the slam real quick. The slam works the same as it does in DM. You can just attach it. You can crouch and attach it to the floor, someplace where it'll be right by foot level there. The beams are team colored. You do not blow up your own slams. Your team cannot blow up your own slams, but any object that gets in the way of the beam will blow up the slam. So that's kind of the yin and yang of the slam, if you want to call it that. We've also, primary fire is toss, and you can toss and kind of pick the spot where you want it to be, and you can even throw it up on the ceiling and make a spider web of slams if you want to. So like I said before, if you wanted to defeat this, if you ran into this, this is good for the OICW. If there's a lot of slams on a map, usually there's an OICW and air burst grenades. From a long distance, you can take those out if a flag was being protected. So that's pretty much all of the weapons and the basic overview of all of them. And let's go ahead and move on now to all the runes and explain all of the different runes that that are available in the mod.